Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. I'm going to give you an overview of this case here as opposed to read through the full article. There is, however, a link in the description. So we'll start off with the headline: Wife plants child porn on her husband's phone to win a child custody case. That's right. So it involves two fucking skanks. I'm going to go with the word skanks. I might throw harpy in there every now and then. These two fucking skanks, who in my mind, this is a really fucking evil act. This one, I believe, is called Lacey Hux, 33 years of age. And along with her friend, whose name is Angel Moore, 44 years of age, they sourced from the dark web a number of child porn images, 857 of them, explicit images, according to the article. And they uploaded them onto this skank's husband's old phone, his old phone. So they had this plot. They planned this. They went onto the dark web. They sourced these images, a lot of them, and then placed them, uploaded them, planted them on the husband's old phone. Then they went to the police, and one of them claimed, the friend claimed, that she had seen the husband look at these images on the old phone. So they handed the phone to the police, and the police immediately believe them. They arrest and jail the husband. That's what happened. But thankfully, there was some level of suspicion. The police, the investigators, did investigate properly. The husband denied any knowledge of these images being on his old phone. Thankfully, the investigators were able to review the husband's new phone, his current phone, and was able to see the discrepancy. There was no images, nothing untoward, no untoward Google searches or such on his new phone. So with that, the police, the investigators, were able to conclude that something's up. Now, the wife's friend, Angel Moore, confessed to the plot. She broke down under investigation. And with that, the pair of them were able to be charged. So both of these scumbags, Lacey Hux and Angel Moore, these harpies, these skanks, have been charged with aggravated possession of child porn, conspiracy to commit a felony, and violation of the Computers Crimes Act. The friend bonded out of jail, and this scumbag, Lacey Hux, remains behind bars on a $250,000 bond. So quite a lot, which reassures me that the investigators are rightfully treating this case, this situation, with all due seriousness. So thankfully, the husband was jailed only for 1 day, 1 night, which of course is unfortunate, but in the great scheme of things, he's been lucky. He could have been jailed for a long time. Should he not be in a position to adequately defend himself? So thankfully, it was a pretty simple process. Well, here's my new phone. Check that one out. So thankfully, this whole disgusting ploy backfired on these two skanks, these two harpies, these two scumbags, and I presume both of them are going to be jailed for a long time. The list of charges I'm not completely happy with. It says aggravated possession of child porn, conspiracy to commit a felony, and violation of the Computers Crimes Act. I would imagine that they are serious charges. I would imagine that they come along with high sentences, I would think. But I'm not 100% sure, and I really do hope that the nuances within this case are taken into consideration. This scumbag tried to jeopardize the husband's ability to have custody of his own children. That cannot be overlooked. That's pretty fucking serious. and also, of course, both of these scumbags tried to put the husband in a position whereby he would be jailed for several years. So hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully those charges do encompass consideration of those points that I just made. I certainly would hope that that is the case. And I'm just double checking now, but yeah, that really is all of the details within this article. So I'm going to wrap things up at this point. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I mean, it reminds me, or to me, it's very similar to a false rape claim. I mean, it's a false claim, isn't it? It's a false claim, but perhaps worse than a false claim, because perhaps this is worse than a false rape claim, maybe, because they've gone out of their way to not only frame the victim, the husband, not only have they gotten out of their way to frame the victim, where a false rape claim perhaps doesn't do that, I'm not sure, but also they've gone into the deep web and they've exposed themselves and others to these heinous images, which of course there are victims attached. It's just so fucking sick and evil. So I hope these women, these two skanks, these two harpies, these two, probably shouldn't say the last word that I nearly say, that they do have a long sentence, and that the other inmates, have a little bit of a chat with them about good old-fashioned family values. Is this how you treat your husband? Even in the midst of a divorce? Even in the midst of a custody battle? Is that what you do as a good citizen? Don't think it is. Don't think so. I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. If you do like this kind of coverage, please do show me your support. And thank you so much for those guys that do. You've cheered me up. I'm going to thank you for your time.